One of the great lessons we learned, you hit something that I forgot about, but we were everything for a while. We were a calorie burner. We were a healthy alternative to soft drinks. We were an energy drink. We were something you mixed with alcohol. The Celsius Cola
that healthy section
goes well with the rum,
Yeah.
So we were everywhere. And then you kind of realize that the consumer, it's hard enough if you can plant one message, but when you're pitching 20 messages and you went around the office and everybody you talked to had a different answer of what we are, that's a problem. So we actually went and spent an afternoon with Jack Trout, who is considered the father of positioning. He's since passed away, but he had a winter home in the Sarasota area, and he wrote what's considered to be one of the top 10 business books of all time. I recommend it for any entrepreneur. It's about positioning. And he seized on that right away. Went around the room. He got 8 different answers as to what we were, and he says this will not work. You have to find a positioning and stick to it, and that's where the whole fitness and being your fitness partner and Live Fit came out of that afternoon with this genius business thinker. And so sometimes I think it's a good advice for an entrepreneur to get out of that circle that you're in all the time and go outside to an objective source to get some information.
No, I think that's so true because because positioning is part of that branding side. And if they're confused about the brand and the brand message, then they're probably not going to buy, whether it's a product or a service, they're not going to buy it because they don't understand what it actually is. If one person thinks it's this and they're really looking for this, even though you say that in your message, but they hear this over here, then they're not going to purchase it.
No, it's impossible.
It's almost, it's
so
better
crowded.
to niche your message down. So many people are like, oh, anyone could use whatever, whether it's a drink or service or whatever. And like, anyone can have it. I'm like, yeah, but we need to figure out where, because we do, branding it back at Media Group and, but who do you want to, who is the actual avatar? Because so many people are like, well, everyone can use it. I'm like, no. Everyone's more than likely not going to use it.
Right. And find your tribe.
Right.
And deliver value and be true to that value.
Yeah.
And it helps. I thought it helped bring clarity. So it's like, okay, we're not going to be mixing this like Red Bull does. So we're not going to be hitting the bars to try to sell Celsius into the bar scene. We're about health clubs. We're about helping a mother get through the day. We're about somebody who wants some extra energy when they go to the gym. That's it. It just made it so clear. And even like on the magazine, we're a hyper-local magazine, so we're not going to cover national people. Right. Everything's localized, and to stay in that lane. And we're local to Del Rey. We're not local to Boynton or Fort Lauderdale or something else. It's really helpful.
Yeah. No, I think it makes the message so much clearer, and then it also it dictates everything else moving forward. it dictates your marketing strategy. It dictates the business. Everything. Because if you know what you're marketing now you know which, if it's social media, what social media platforms you need to be on. Where are these people that I'm going after? You know exactly what the messaging is, or you can create the messaging now that's not like this long, it's this long, so it's more succinct, it's more to the point, and get it across much more quickly.
And you can figure out where your audience lives, so you can reach them, begin to talk to them, instead of, to your point, trying to talk to everybody. It's that's expensive. It's not the most efficient, and so that. When people ask, well, what turned the corner? I think it was coming out with some clarity there, and then having a leader like Carl buying into that and saying, okay, let's go. And then when you hear that go from your leader, it's very motivating, very motivating.
So how quickly after you had that meeting with Jack Trout did you see an increase, an uptick in sales.
It still took a little bit of time,
Right.
but it started to, it's a new pitch to customers, to distributors, to consumers. It's, so it takes a while to get that kind of into the bloodstream.
Right.
But that was a turning point, and it started to go from there. And that's huge. It's
Yeah.
really huge.